Alright, welcome back to The Witcher. I realized in my last episode I had my microphone off the whole time, so I've already done this, but unfortunately my file got corrupted, so I gotta do it again for you guys. But I know what I need to drink this time because the fire potion defense is greatly needed. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this little section. I already figured out the puzzle, so some of this is actually now blind. So I apologize in advance for that, but we're going to just do this quickly so I can get back to where I was. Stop attacking the crystals, man. Alright, so this is an R crystal. And this is an R crystal. Oh, no. I messed up. R. And this is the other R. Alright, and then Igni for the other two crystals. Now, I don't know if there's a legitimate way to figure this puzzle out. I just want you guys to... Oh! If there's a legitimate way to solve this puzzle, I don't know it. Because I just was kind of like figuring out, I mean, I figured you could attack him, so I figured out through trial and error how these crystals worked. But if there's a legitimate way, I don't know. There's that. Now, use a regular sword for this guy. This is a fun little part. We'll grab this first. Alright, so, let's save again. Alright, so, we gotta fight this dude.
Medallion's vibrating.
And then... Dodge! Alright, so hold on a second. Let me see. Now the sword he picks up, this is better than my sword, so I'm going to switch to this now, which will make the battle a little bit easier. Oh, I'm using the wrong... Uh-oh. Using the wrong spell here. That's what I meant to use. I might die now. And I'm using the wrong sword, so let's just really mess this up. It's terrible to die now after I've already done this. Especially since it's not that difficult. Just requires a little bit of finesse. Put the Doom sign on, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna pick out the first sword. Oh, we teleported. Cune sign. Don't pick up stuff now. Doing? Oh man. kill him with this? No. That sucks. Huge sign. Can I knock him down with Ard now? That would be really helpful. Keen sign. Go ahead. Teleport out. Are you not going to teleport? There we go. Alright. Oh, do I not recharge when I have Keen Sign on? Is that why I'm not recharged?
How many more can there be?
Kill him. Keen Sign. Time. No! Oh, got it. Hard sign. Dodge it. Oh, man. 2, 3. Good sign. Oh, it'd be smart if I put the correct sword on. If I fail terribly, clearly I am bad at this game. That was unnecessarily difficult for no reason. I should have had no problem with that. Alright, so this next room, I know there's a bunch of guys. Vampire.
Monsters.
If these guys are supposed to be taking longer to kill, they do not. Kind of great. Oh, I got gauntlets. Let me see here. Or did I? I didn't get gauntlets. I got a gauntlet recipe. Cool. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so we're here at the quest line, so we're going to save it. And continue. Put that away.
We've broken through! In the right spot!
Quiet.
I'm going to make the same choice I made last time.
Stand ready. He killed Vanamar.
And many other mages. I know who he is, Cynthia.
In the same city as Philippa, and you didn't even bother to change your name. That takes balls.
Philippa's out of the picture. She's been arrested.
And I was supposed to die, but I didn't. Grave error.
I'll make you a deal.
Let's start from the top.
You don't get it. You turned Triss into a cold stone. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out why I shouldn't turn you into a cold corpse.
She is alive and well. We decompressed her successfully. There were no complications.
And the interrogation after she was decompressed? Because you did interrogate her.
I personally supervised it. We presented the tools, gave her a few bruises, and that sufficed to get her to talk.
Ah, wha-bam.
Cynthia, tell him to shut up or I'll kill him.
Silence, Adelbert. That's an order. Witcher, help me complete my mission. Help me open Der Henner's laboratory.
What'll you give me?
I've read the intelligence reports. I know your past. There are things in there, important things you don't remember.
I could force you to tell me.
I don't think so. Will you torture me? We both know you couldn't.
We'll come back to that. How can I get into the Nilfgaardian camp?
There's one entrance. Beyond it, a long, heavily guarded corridor. You can't hope to sneak in. Renwald Matson chose the spot specifically to avoid being surprised.
Where are you holding Triss?
At the back of the camp, beneath a ruined building.
You're gonna help me free her.
Not likely. You're better off killing me now. You've no idea what the Emperor's intelligence apparatus does to turncoats.
Why are you here?
We suspect Der Henner's laboratory may contain documents and books that could be useful to the Imperial Academy of Science.
That wasn't even close to funny. You're lying.
We don't know what's inside. Der Henner was a talented man, but also an eccentric.
What do you hope to find?
That's confidential. I cannot tell you. Regardless, we need your help. The laboratory lies beneath the Redanian camp, which we cannot penetrate above ground. We want to get there through the sewers, but can't manage it without a capable swordsman.
About that offer. Fine. I'll help you open the laboratory.
In exchange, I'll tell you all I can. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Are we likely to encounter drowners? Or a related species? Perhaps other monsters?
That is how this world's built. Sewers are infested with monsters.
Alright, so this is what I was last doing. Everybody disappeared on me while I was doing that. Alright, and look at the map. It's like, okay, cool. Grab that, grab that. Alright, so this is where I left off. Started to make my way, and then I was like, oh, what's this over here? And then I realized my file wasn't recording. How nice. And thus, I replayed everything.
The tombstones are arranged in a manner typical of elven necropolises.
If only we could produce even basic sketches of those tombs. Damn shame.
Instead of summoning some men-at-arms and simply hacking her way into the laboratory, Cynthia's playing games.
Everything seems to be going well, so far.
Ghouls! Now, yourself. I think I can get one more room safely. does it.
I'm impressed.
I've kept my end of the bargain. I hope you'll keep yours.
Be sure of it.
Damn, you're ugly.
So, I don't know where they actually went. There's an Andromeda corpse somewhere around here. Alright, so, potions. Drink. So we need to make the golden Oriole. No, we'll save that. I don't need resistances right now, so we'll drink Rook, Swallow, Wolf. I guess that's all I need for now. I gotta just see which way I need to go. Which way am I going? Save game. Let's look at the map. So I came in through here, I think. No, wait. I'm looking that way. Oh, look, there's the Enduro Corpse. Okay, so that's the quest direction. That's where I came in. We're gonna go this way. Good, you know. Glutton for punishment. Come back for you corpses later. Oh no, we're going to pick them up. Oh no. I hear noises. Alright. So I probably will use the same kind of mod if Witcher 3 needs one for carrying items so that I don't ever have to, like, struggle. So this has been the greatest mod ever. Alright, what's happening? What is that? It's a silver sword. Bleeding, insecticides, necrophages. I kind of like the gargoyle large monsters one though. Okay, I got some stuff I can't use. Some pants. Really nothing majorly interesting that I've picked up so far, except some mutagens.
I'm no rat to run around sewers. What we're looking for, anyway? Some graves, I heard.
Graves? So maybe there is something in this forest.
Shut your traps. Want the sergeant to hear? We're in deep shite.
We've got company.
Redanian bastards.
The entrance must be somewhere here.
If our experts are to be trusted,
Derhenna dabbled in illusions, among other things.
He also experimented heavily with golems.
Golems with the power of speech, supposedly. They knew nothing of poetry, but...
Will you two shut up?
Yes, it's an illusion. I found a weak spot. Stand back. Later. Later, Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later, dear!
At times I'm caught. You can get my kind of feat. Though I have no needles, they say I am piercing. What am I?
Careful with the answer. It could be a trap.
Typical of Derhenna. He was a genius with a penchant for mischievous jokes, like a child.
So, a couple of adults, purported experts, should have no problem solving this.
Indeed, it's trivial. The answer is pain.
Incorrect.
No! Impossible! So many years of research together. Why did we ever embark on this?
Is he supposed to die?
We must go on.
Alright.
Pleasant or terrible. I come at night or in daytime. Short or long. But yours alone. Essential. I am.
Anyone here good at riddles in their youth?
Forgive me for sitting this out.
Yours alone. Something essential.
Time!
Time flows. It doesn't come at night or during the day. You're not making sense.
But time can be pleasant or terrible.
Anything
it's a
can be
dream.
pleasant or terrible. But not everything can be short or long. What about a day?
We also say, my time has come.
But it doesn't fit the rest. This isn't a game of forfeits. Our lives are at stake here.
Let's see. But I think it's a dream, but let's see.
Can you please repeat the riddle?
Pleasant or terrible. I come at night or in daytime. Short or long. But yours alone. Essential. I am.
It's a dream. It's a dream.
A dream.
Correct.
That's right, buddies.
It's going rather well so far.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
That's rather well. We lost some guy. He's a little torched. That's terrible.
Someone's been here recently.
Too bad
I
about
expected a
Gaspar.
greater challenge.
I
Thus far we've had
persuaded
but
Gaspar
riddles
to
fit for
pursue
beer
all this.
enthusiasts.
I can't go this way. Okay.
Well, well, the competition's here. Kill them!
They must have descended straight from their quarter.
Bleda Nordling.
Another Guardian.
Acknowledge the treasure.
Later, Enlorn. Lisa Enlorn. Later, dear! It's reacting to my spell.
Okay. So, astrological charts, astrological cures. Oh God. Oh goodness. Can I go back for a second? I just want to grab some things, I guess, before things get crazy. I kind of think I can figure this out. Alright, let's see what it says.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Did I hear someone complain about the riddles being too easy?
Let's think this through. There are 9 alcoves, a fresco in each. That's 3 groups of 3 frescoes.
The riddle mentions 3 guides above the travelers. We must examine the frescoes, seek answers there.
I'll advise you about the riddle, but I will not take part in disarming the device. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I wager we have
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Idea. Okay. Wait. Solve the riddle. Place 2 of your companions on the right pressure plates. I'm guessing 2 companions may die if I do not do this correctly. So let's think about this for a second. We got books. Astrological charts. Alright, so this is the mountain of treasure. Not a pretty woman. I guess this is the pretty woman. Serpent. Alright, so we'll do it one more time. I think I got it.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
The mountain vault is the one I'm not sure about.
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the Dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Gehenna would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation. The verse seems to indicate the allegory illustrating that transformation.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
The first verse was, "At night they trailed a drake serpentine."
At night they trailed...
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the Dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Gehenna would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation.
Oh my god, and I'm stuck picking a choice?
Can someone remind me?
The first verse was, "At night they trailed a drake serpentine."
I'm gonna say the constellation because it's nighttime.
It should be the Dragon constellation.
I shall take that one.
What do you think of the second verse?
To my mind, it speaks of the white rose, symbol of the Order of the Flaming Rose. You see, the fresco itself resembles a coat of arms, and in heraldry silver is rendered as white. So the Silver Lady and White Rose are one and the same.
I think it describes the full moon. In alchemy, the moon represents both silver as a metal and the feminine element.
The order remains largely unknown in the south, so the White Rose seems unlikely. Every Nilfgaardian, on the other hand, has heard of the Imperial Nausicaa Brigade, which has the Death's Head as its symbol. The brigade's name is female, and they say death follows the unit. So the Silver Lady could very well be Nausicaa or the Death's Head.
Okay, I don't think it's the White Rose, I think it's full moon.
I think it's the full moon.
Allow me.
What do you say to the third verse?
It describes the precipice, the ravine amidst mountains. An ancient rule in alchemy states, "As above, so below." The vault is the ravine into which the riches of the mountain flow.
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the Mahakam Mountains and its mines, from which dwarves and gnomes extract many ores that are invaluable to alchemists. Those mountains are a vault in and of themselves.
The verse is not literal. In many legends, towers are in fact vaults, which the hero must penetrate in order to rescue an imprisoned princess or find a long-concealed magic item. The mountain vault is the tower.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
The third fragment mentioned a mountain vault containing untold riches which guided the travellers by day.
What do you say to the third verse?
It describes the precipice, the ravine amidst mountains.
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the
The verse is not literal. In many legends, towers are in fact vaults.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
The third fragment mentioned a mountain vault containing untold riches which guided the travellers by day.
I have no idea.
What do you say to the third?
It describes
Alright,
the precipice,
so-
the ravine amidst mountains. An ancient rule in alchemy states, as above, so below. The vault is the ravine into which the riches of the mountain flow.
Mountain vault.
Can some?
The third fragment mentioned a mountain vault containing untold riches which guided the travellers by day.
I'm gonna go with tower. I think it's wrong.
The verse describes the tower. I'm sure. I'll stand next to that fresco.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Let's do it. Wait. Let me do this. Let me see if I can save and make sure that I like save and then change my answer. Oh, I gotta pick again. Okay, so I picked Dragon Constellation, and then I picked the full moon, and I picked the second. Statistically, this means I'm gonna be wrong.
The verse. Let's see if we can solve this. Take your places.
Count me out. I want to live.
As you will.
Ready for death. Shit.
Please try another combination.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
I kept the gargoyle thing. Okay, so that wasn't the right combo.
A group of...
Alright, so let's do it again. I still think it's Dragon Constellation, full moon. Let's try the ravine. Give it a shot.
Count me.
Damn.
We must try another combination.
Alright, so... Maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. Maybe...
Cannot hope to...
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Okay, so let's try Hourglass? Full moon.
The mine and I'll stand next to. Let's.
Okay, here we go. I'm about to look this up, man.
We must try another combination.
Damn you.
Alright, let's see. Second riddle is the dragon, the moon, the mountain. Dragon, first answer. Dragon, moon, mountain, eye. Okay. Dragon, moon, mountain, eye.
One buffoon less.
A group at
Okay, so the dragon, I was right. The moon. The mountain mine? That's the last answer? I thought I had this in. I selected this one already.
Let's...
Maybe I didn't do it.
intruder detected.
Is this like how it's supposed to go? Because I feel like...
Our expedition has grown thin. Such a shame. I actually found those two amusing.
Shut up.
Of course, my lady.
Okay.
A golem. So Darehenna's legend is true.
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not unlike our Witcher.
So I guess we should get along famously.
Hugh, what do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
Actually, you are questioning my knowledge. Listen, I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head. Break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest. Try.
My intentions are good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Darehenna must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian. Nothing less, nothing more. And you, provided you stand there, are a guest.
Did your creator give you a name?
I'm called obedience and unyielding persistence. I am a guardian and the humblest of servants.
A golem's name is the word that gave it life, and that can take it away. You must have a name.
I own nothing. Everything belongs to my master. How could I divulge the name if I exist solely to protect my creator's property?
Powerful magic created you. Darehenna was a true master.
He is still, since his mastery survives.
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
You are wrong. The pain of the world, melancholy, lies within the domain of emotions and feelings. My thoughts are governed by pure logic, restricted by my program.
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come from curiosity.
In my case, it comes from the will of the Master, who like to speak with me.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that need.
Can we discuss the program that controls your behavior?
Of course not.
Can I ask you for the name word which brought you to life and which can deactivate you?
Do that, and I shall consider you an intruder.
I have other questions. So you're aware you're an automaton?
Do we really know who we are, where we came from, and where we are headed? Is human life predictable in that the cycle of birth and death ensnares it, better than mine? When a human is born, he is obedient to his parents. Later, he listens to tutors, masters, corporals. Finally, he succumbs to the will of death.
And to think that Adalbert questioned Derhenna's mastery. You're far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make sovereign decisions?
The master made me the way I am, because long discussions were to his liking. I can make decisions, within my program, of course.
So you decide who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously, exerting no pressure. All others are intruders.
Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests who left after being warned.
When was that? What did you discuss?
I am a machine. My memory is limited.
Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Derhenna, but he is dead. Also guests may pass, but I stop intruders.
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far, attacks me, or otherwise interferes with my being.
I have other questions. Do you remember your creator?
Of course. I was summoned into being by Master Derhenna. I abide by his will, by his power, by the necessity encased in my stone bowels.
Derhenna is dead.
His word, which animates me, lives on, as does his legacy, which I protect. Empires will rise and fall, rivers will shift their courses, but I will remain obedient to one master on my eternal watch.
If I do this and it fails, if I do this, I don't know if I get to do this still. Let's try.
You're not an automaton. You're self-aware, and you think you can make decisions.
Damn it.
You're wrong. I am eloquent and can discern between guests and intruders. I can also deal with the latter. But everything I say and do is limited by my restrictive program. By the way, as an automaton, I am immune to all charms. Stop the intruders.
I knew it. I knew it. I shouldn't have done it.
Come on!
I kind of want to... I'm going to go back. It was too good. I felt like I was making progress in the conversation, and now I'm like, I want to see what happens. I should have picked it. I knew it. I was like, if it fails, he's going to think I'm attacking him.
A golem?
I don't...
Geralt.
Okay.
Actually,
So,
my...
As a
Derhenna...
the and
Alright, so I did. Do you have a name? What exactly are you? Who was allowed to pass? Anybody ever try to enter? Sovereign decisions. Other
I have-
question. Who
Do you-
created you?
His
Can
Can-
I ask you this? Let's just go
I
back.
have- How-
Masterpiece. Self-aware.
I've
Ask about program. I feel like I'm
I
missing a
have-
question.
So you-
Are you?
is what
And I ha-
Yeah.
do
I
dare
his
Okay, so I can't do that one.
Hanna must have been an exceptional man. Can you tell me about him?
I guard everything that belonged to the Master, including his privacy, which he valued highly. I can tell you nothing.
So that fails.
I have.
There's nothing else
How-
I can do here.
I
And what exactly are you?
Women
and to
Alright, so I've done all the questions. So let's try this?
all right. I think I know how to get past this thing without a fight.
Burglar witchers, philosopher golems, an expedition replete with fascinating discoveries.
And terrible disappointments. Shut up, Adelbear. And you, Witcher, deal with that golem.
I feel I'm about to kill him.
We know you exist by the will of your master, thanks to the name word he gave you.
that is true.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop the former and greet the latter.
Intruders must be stopped.
By the sacred rite of hospitality, as a guest, I will now enter this chamber.
You are a fool. Customs are a human creation, and no part of my code. Stop the intruders.
Come on, are you kidding me? That was the best choice. Oh, it was so close.
A god.
It is
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're doing it. Masterpiece.
And
Other questions.
I have.
Your
Did-
name.
I
Who created
his
you? Wait, there's only two
I have-
choices there.
So, and to
Who's allowed to pass? Da-da-da, da-da-da. Created you.
of I
dare.
his
Okay, so I do this one. I ignore that one. I know
Bur-
enough.
And
Okay, so I know you're guardian. I respect that. That's the first one. As yes, you wish to talk. Okay, so let's talk about lies and delusions.
Are you aware that intruders may seek to deceive you?
I have stone fists to defend myself against those armed with swords. I have my iron logic to defend against those armed with words.
But intruders could include sorcerers who alter reality. They could be illusionists or mere liars. What then is certain?
My existence is certain, as is my master's will.
Okay, so this isn't gonna work. That won't be working. Only you and the master will exit. Everything else is doubtful. If you don't let us pass, you will die. I could threaten him. That's gonna cause a fight. That's gonna fail. There's no way that he's gonna think I'm down hard enough. So
Since only you and the Master's legacy exist for certain, everything else is doubtful. A malicious intruder could cloud your senses.
I am the guardian. The master prepared me for that.
He couldn't foresee everything, so he gave you a mind to compensate. You're much more conscious and intelligent than a guardian needs to be. Your master says, greet guests and stop intruders. That is certain, but everything else can be a lie. And you cannot allow yourself to attack guests. That would be against your master's will.
Guests must be greeted, and intruders must be stopped. This is Tehenna's will. Are you a guest or an intruder?
Doesn't matter what I answer. Your senses deceive you. You can trust only your mind. You can't assume I'm a guest, because I may be an intruder. You can't assume I'm an intruder, because I may be a guest.
This is a contradiction. a paradox. The law of excluded middle.
Yeah.
Penetrated their Hennis laboratory.
Let's have a look.
I'm
This
so
is better than I'd
happy.
hoped.
A great success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get that promotion.
Dana mentions some bacteria strains.
I expected a greater challenge. Thus far, we've had but riddles
you
fit
feel
for
that?
beer
My
enthusiasts.
medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it. Later.
Diana describes
Later,
finding an
Elorn. Lisa,
apparent
Elorn.
notes about the city's
Later,
history.
dear!
What the hell is that?
The device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid, and
Paid like the scholars were? They died once they were no longer useful.
they were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adelbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, Mom.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt. I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host. And survived.
Anything else? Any detail you can give me would be useful.
Don't trust Letho.
You think I trust the people I hunt?
He's your foe today. But he wasn't always.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
because I like you.
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived.
You're a former rider of the Hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue, and they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
Let's say you've satisfied my curiosity.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a witcher, whatever the way.
I'd like to try out the device.
You realize that can only end badly.
Cut in again and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling. Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adelbert. But until that happens, be a good boy and do your job.
Article 22 of the Code is clear. Suspicion of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of my personal code is equally clear. Traitors must be subjected to the most painful death possible.
Sure, well, if I get to kill you, I don't mind that at all. Oh, shit! Get out of here, buddy. nonsense. I'm quite pleased with how this
I
ended.
didn't expect that.
Multiplication. Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact. After that, the artifact's mine.
Nilfgaardian agents get quartered for lying in reports. What does the Empire do to agents who kill their colleagues?
Nothing. As long as no one finds out.
I like you. Out there and kill you.
Will we meet again?
I wouldn't mind at all. Look for me at the inn.
There's a name. Is it the same?
How do you know
I've read...
the report? What?
Okay, that's all the same. Alright, so we're just gonna...
You're... and they...
Okay.
Let's say...
Well then, consider me glad to have...
Alright.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdropped.
I shan't trouble you. I've a lot of work to do here.
Oh, but you can't pick... Oh. Oh, that sucks. I really thought that I was going to be able to use it for Triss. I mean, Triss. Ah, Megascope. Richard. I was going to pick Yennefer. I really thought I was going to pick Yennefer, but now I don't know. Rattlord. Well, if I pick Dandelion, he's probably doing nothing interesting. I think of Saskia. It's probably going to be something with our dragon. If I pick... Well, I don't... But see, I didn't pick Roach, though. Why isn't Yorvith there? Or would it have been opposite? I don't know. I feel like I should pick Triss. I'm picking Triss. There's no reason to pick Dandelion, I don't feel. So I'm gonna pick Triss, I think. I can't pick Zoltan.
Your fate is in your hands, sorceress.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.
Yet it is all up to you. Your situation is a comfortable one. Do not squander your chance. So, wish to tell me anything?
I'm a sorceress, an advisor to the King of Temeria.
I believe we agreed you would speak only of things I do not know about.
I hope you learned something useful.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
I understand. Thanks anyway. Notes from our mutation procedure manual.
Wow. This quest gave a lot of freaking stuff. Wait a minute, what did I just pick up then? These notes. Note number 1. Number 2. 3. Seemed like a stupid way to end all that. Garbage weapon. I got this other thing. I gotta put that away. Oh wait. Wait. None of these pants are good. So, and I got a golem trophy, which is disappointing. Okay. So I guess I could use some enchantments. But I don't know if this is the best sword I'm going to get in the game. I'll have to look that up. I got a lot of money. Talk to Cynthia about then and more. Okay, so make sure I didn't miss anything. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff. I hate when it doesn't let me go into the bag. It's so buggy. Wait, is there nothing in here? Really? I gotta go all the way back? So what did I just pick up? I just picked up a lot of stuff. Crafting component and an enhancement. I guess I didn't pick up finished stuff after all. Oh, cool. I could just... That's much better. So I think in the next episode, I will go to the sewers. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, though. Talk to Cynthia. I don't know where that is. Okay. Cargo contract. Assassin's Kings. So I guess I could do this. So in the next episode, we're going to the sewers. I'm going to go into the sewers to do the quest line. Because that's what I wanted to do. So we're going to go over here. And go into the sewer way. So that's how we're going to continue this, and thanks for joining.